Think of a word that 2025 was. The word I picked for 2025, and this is for me when I look at organizationally, you guys, maybe this will align with you and your business too, is evolve and evolving. I feel like we've been doing a lot of evolving this year. And that's a really good thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm excited about it. Evolving means growth. Evolving means we're getting better. So if we look at evolving, it's not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive. It's those that can best manage change. And if that's the case, then the world is going to be run by realtors. Because if anybody knows how to manage change, it's a room full of realtors, right? Yes. So, amen. Somebody give me a yeehaw. There we go. There's some energy. We're waking up. So we started out the year in January with a pretty big change, right? We had our top leader. We had a Chris Jensen, who's been the president of Cole Banker for more than 10 years, retire. Which we were all sad to see him leave, but we're super happy for him. And believe me, don't feel sorry for him. He is enjoying retirement right now. So he's having a good time and he's loving it. So we're happy for him. But we were very, very blessed because sometimes when you lose your president, you don't always know what's coming next. We got adopted by a really amazing guy and someone I'm incredibly grateful that he's our president and that he's who I get to work with every day and our leaders get to work with and that you guys get to know him as well. So Joe King is our new president. He's out of Cincinnati. A lot of you guys got to meet him. He's been out there many, many times to come and meet you guys. He's very hands-on and wants to know his agents and wants to know what's going on. He's an amazing leader. And I will tell you, for me, and it trickles down to the managers, we kind of drank from a fire hose for the first 6 months of the year, right? I think there was a lot of things that changed, a lot of new that he brought in, and it has changed a lot of what we do for the better. Not a single thing I wouldn't go back and redo again. So it's been an incredible opportunity for us to have him as a leader, and it's brought some really, really great things for us as a company and for us here in Utah. So we're going to go on what some of those things are. Because sometimes I feel like maybe not everybody notices. I notice them, but one of the first changes we had is we started out the new year in the first quarter with 3 brand new managers in 3 of our offices. So applause to our 3 new people. Always exciting for us to fill our management team, especially when we bring on really amazing people. And we also had one of our dear 11th managers who Linda's been with us for so many years, and all of you guys probably know her and love her. And she decided to retire this year, which we were very happy for her to have that opportunity. We're sad to not have her on her team. And that was a big transition for us as well. So you get shifts in leadership, and that feels across the board, but I feel like we're going to a good place, and it's a good thing for everybody. So these are some of the changes that we've had. There we go. We started out the year in February with Utah's very first ever sales rally. We haven't done these before. So our very first one, how many of you guys were at the sales rally in February? Okay. Super great event. We had a good time. We had marketing. We had social media. We had people there giving you tools, talking to you about the great things that help your business. And that was a great way to kick the year off. We got to have Joe. We got to kind of get the energy going early on. Those will continue. Know when I'm talking about the new things, none of this is going away. These are things that are part of what we do going forward. So I bring it up because I want you to get used to seeing these things and get excited about the next one that's coming. Because we put a lot of effort and time into making these really valuable for you. We brought news to use. How many of you guys like news to use every month? Yes. I love them. I love it because it's great content, it's valuable, and yet it comes from lots of different places. So you're always going to walk away with something really great. And we're excited to bring those. Plus, you get to cross-collaborate and hear from other states and other regions, not just Utah stuff, which I think is also valuable. We had our first ever award ceremony at Rice Texas Stadium. That was a big deal. How many of you guys were there? Yeah. Very exciting. It was really awesome, and even though our BYU fans were gracious and they came anyway and they shredded into enemy territory, Chrissy's like, it was hard. It was a challenge. But we had a good time. It was a really great event, and we are going to be doing that again next year. So, BYU fans, sorry, but, girt the loins. Is that the phrase what you say? Enemy territory. All right. We also, so this is our second year. I don't know how many of you guys noticed in the first year. This is our second year of doing the Cole Banker Adventure Club. Bill's like, that's me again. So I don't know how many of you guys know what the Cole Banker Adventure Club is. 5 hands. Okay, great. So Adventure Club, we do 4 events. We do 4 events. We do ski day early on in the year. We do the mountain bike early summer, we do a hike in early fall, then we do a dog event kind of late fall. Anything to get outside, do some fun stuff together, out of the norm, out of being in the office. And thank you to those of you who have come, because we had a good time, right? We had a good time. It's a lot of fun. And so, and Guarantee Rate sponsors that for us every time, and they're part of that. It's a great time to get together and just do something that isn't real estate for a minute. Also, our second annual Cold Bank Day at the Zoo. How many of you guys were there to that? More hands. Yeah, more hands. Okay. So that was an awesome event. So if you didn't do it last year, and if you didn't do it this year, by now you should have learned. You better get on board and do it next year. This is a great event. We had, about 1,400 people that came this year? 2,400. 2,400. Okay, sorry. I apparently did not check the numbers for today. So 2,400 people at the zoo. And these are all of your clients, your family, your friends, people that you guys can do. This is a client event that we do so you can bring your people in. And we had a really good time. So this is going to continue as well. And this is something that is an easy client event for you guys to participate in. And I have never had people leave and say, oh my gosh, my clients had so much fun. That was the best thing you've done all year. They keep thanking us, wanting to know when we're doing it again. So we're definitely going to keep doing things that work. This year we also launched, and not everybody's aware of this, but we launched called the Utah Leadership Development Program, which is for anybody in the company, any agents that have interest in potentially being in leadership at some point, or maybe you just want to brush up your leadership skills, maybe you want to grow a team, maybe you want to gain leadership skills for that. That's what this program is for. And it's an 8-week, once a month, all day, for about 8 weeks. It's pretty big commitment. So for those of you that are anyone in here that's in it, yes, some of you, right? Big commitment, right? It's an all day. Is it valuable? All right, awesome. So big commitment, but it's a really great opportunity. And for us, to be honest, we want to be able to see when our company's interested in leadership. Because as much as I love my managers and I hope they never leave me, I know that's unrealistic because life happens. And so we want to know. And we never know. We may grow to the size where we need 3 more offices and 6 more managers. So that would be awesome too. So that's part of the reason why we do some of these things. So we also raised a lot of money for local charities. And I'm going to get to this in a minute, but who in here is on our Cold Banker Cares Foundation board? So who's on the, is anybody here that's on the board? You guys are on the board, right? Anybody else? Jamie's on the board, Margie. I can't see all the faces. Okay. So I just have to give these guys huge props for anybody that's on board, because if you had any idea the amount of work they did this year to overhaul a lot of what we were doing before and really streamline it, bring some really great ideas and new things into the board. We were able to raise a lot of money this year, which was amazing. So new board members, fresh ideas, more involvement. If you notice that some of our events came to the sales rally, we did a lot of agent campaign to get you guys donating every time we do a closing. A lot of it is $10, $15 when you do a closing. But that all adds up. There's a lot of you. So if we look at this, we're able to raise over $27,000 just from agent contributions this year. $27,000 goes a long way in your community. It's a big deal, right? We also were able to raise over $67,000 just through fundraising contributions, meaning like sponsorships and money that was brought in for golf tournaments and all of the things that we did to raise money. That's a huge amount as well. That's a lot more than we've done in the past, and that is all credit to our foundation board. So a total of over $94,000 raised in 1 year. And all of that goes back into your communities. That's a really big deal. And one of the changes that we made, I think, last year that I'm particularly proud of is we make sure that all of the money we donate are to local charities. We're not doing a whole lot of national charities anymore. We used to, and that's wonderful, but they don't need our money. The local people, they are grateful for it. I know, man. They're so excited for that. And so we really want to put it back into your local communities and into Utah here. So we're excited about that. We still have money to give away, but so far we've given away almost $40,000 this year. So to local charities. And it's a big deal, guys. They come, they're so excited. They're able to do a lot of good things. And that's from your donations, your contributions. So thank you for that. We polished our skills. We made a few friends. We went to Gen Blue. This was a good time. If you have not been to Gen Blue, put it on your list next time. How do you guys went? I know there's a lot of you here that went. Yes. Talk to one of them. Ask them why they went. Ask them if they had a good time, and ask them if you should be there. They'll tell you yes. You should definitely sign on. Great opportunity. A really great time to kind of see the company on a bigger scale, and also meet a lot of people across the country who love to make referral exchanges with people in Utah. So another great reason for you to be there. We learned together. We did education, we did training, we did so much stuff. every year in your offices, we played together. You know, we did a lot of things where it was fun. There was, whether it's pumpkin cruises or office parties or any kind of other parties that we had a good time. Even the Brooklyn played together. Kind of a goofy, but they played together really. And we celebrated together. We celebrated each other. Celebrated a lot of accomplishments, a lot of awards, all of the hard work that you guys do every day. It deserves celebration. And so we try to do that as often as we can. Now, while we were playing together and celebrating and traveling and learning and doing all the things, we also took over 1,600 listings as a company this year. Yeah. And believe it or not, that's up 2.2% over last year. So a lot of companies, a lot across the industry, a lot of people are down quite a bit from where they were in 2024. So I'm super proud that we exceeded the market. We were ahead of where most of the rest of the market is by 2.2%. That's a big deal. I mean, it's only 2%, that's a lot in a market like this. And anybody that stopped taking listings know that's a lot in a market like this. So we have currently 455 active listings, and that's that was at the end of October, no, middle of November, and that's also almost 10% year over year. So we're seeing a little bit of an uptake in the last couple of months, which is kind of interesting this time of year. Kind of interesting to be going into December and seeing things picking up. All total, we've closed almost 2,452 homes and $1.6 billion in volume. That's all of you. $1.6 billion in volume in sales. That's a big deal. And has this market been easy? It is a big deal. And it's a big deal because it's not easy, right? The market's hard. I've talked to so many of you guys across all of the offices, and everyone says the same thing. Every deal is harder. The deals are there, but the deals seem like they're harder. You're having to work harder. You're having to dig deeper. You're having to kind of get creative. And I'm hearing that from everyone across the board. So congratulations on that. That's not a small accomplishment. You guys are doing amazing things. So our average sale price is up from what we were. And this one impacts our average commission rate is up 2 basis points, which consider the market we're in. Your commission rate's up 2 basis points. That's a big deal. So great job on that. That means that you're getting your value, or you're getting better asking for your value, because that's a lot of what we do now anyway. And so that's a big deal. It's data, but the data tells us the story. And I think that it's a pretty compelling story. It says we're going in the right direction. So speaking of stories, I think that it's time for us to tell our story. So that's going to start today. That's part of what we're doing here today. So I'm really excited to do this, because when we talked to the management team about this, the idea was sounded fun. I'm kind of like, all right, well, what's my topic? What should I talk about? And they only got one piece of direction. And that was, speak about something that is meaningful to you, that you would like to share with your agents, that you think would be valuable. That's it. Like, I think some of them were like, can you give me more? But that's all they got. And so and they will tell you it was no small amount of stress for them to sit and put together what they wanted to share. And I will tell you why it was stressful. And maybe they may not say this part, but this is what I believe. It was stressful because it mattered to them. It mattered so much. What they wanted to share with you was important. What they were passionate about, what they felt like was valuable, was something that they wanted to get right. And so they put a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of heart into it. And so, as an organization, if we're going to get better at telling our story better, it's got to start with the leadership. It starts at the top. So we're going to take some time today, and we're going to tell you our story one by one. And you're going to get to hear what their story is and what's meaningful to them. And I will tell you, the one common thread amongst all of them is that they care. This matters. This is deep. None of this is surface stuff. This is really important to them. And so, lean in. Put your phones away, put your laptops away, get your notepads out, take some notes. But if nothing else, and we talked about this last night with some of them, if nothing else, at the end of the day when you leave, you are going to know that the leadership team here would care about you. We love you guys, and we want you to be successful. And we not want you to just be successful in your business, but we want you to be successful in life. We want you to be successful as human beings, and we want you to have happiness in what you do, and we want to do it together.